Coach Mallory, just opening thoughts on completion of fall camp and the biggest thing that you take away from these 3 weeks.
Well, we're healthy. That's the main thing. We went into it with 3 guys out for the season, which we knew. We came out of spring. We had some surgeries that had to be done, which we knew about. But we came in with 3 guys out for the season, and we've come out of camp with the same guys out. So coming out of it healthy and coming out better is always your number one goal.
What's the biggest thing you credit for that reason?
Oh, well, I think it's a lot of our players taking care of each other. I think that's where you really look at is how we practice, that they've really bought into how we get through practice, and then, how they take care of themselves, hydrating, spending time in the tubs. But you can't go without the job that Kellen Norris has done. It's been a game changer, and the job that Coach McManus has done all winter long and all summer long getting these guys ready to go.
You've talked about just the progression of the health status. Where do you feel your team has progressed as a team throughout fall camp?
Well, I think depth. I think that's where you see it the most. We've got a veteran offensive lineman, seen some young guys really jump up. I feel like the younger wide receivers have really jumped up. Guys that maybe haven't played a lot have really shown up. And then I think on defense as a whole, you're seeing a lot more guys out there. We're going to have to be strength with numbers with our defensive line. We're seeing a lot of guys that can help us in play.
You got any questions on that?
Coach, just quick 2-part question. What were you most satisfied with through camp, and what's the biggest thing you want to see improved in the 2 weeks before Kansas?
Well, I think developing our depth is always where I'm going to start. We're going to have a lot of new faces up front, but we got to have strength in numbers. And that's where I've seen a lot of guys really showing up that can play. And we got to improve. We're not ready to play. We got 2 weeks to go. We've gotten through camp. We start school on Tuesday, but it's still work as usual. We're going back to work on Tuesday, and we're going to get ready for the season. And then as we get closer to game week, we'll get ready for the first opponent.
This coach on facing Les Miles in the Jayhawks for the opener.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity to play a Big 12 team. I think our team's really excited to get the season off started, and we got a great opponent in Kansas, and looking forward to it.
How much of it, though, is really it's what you guys do day to day, kind of regardless of who that opponent is. It just happens this year that it's Kansas and Coach Miles in his first game, but the focus is really always internally, and it's what you guys do every day, not so much about what's coming.
But our main focus is getting ready for the season. And we got a great opponent. We're going to Lawrence. It'll be exciting. It'll be a great opportunity to get going. And we want to go and we want to have a good start to the season. And obviously we've got a great challenge ahead of us. But our focus all along has been getting ready for the season.
What are you most eager about just over the next couple of weeks? You told Omar, of course, you want to build that depth, but also just for the guys that are going to play. What do you really want to see over these next couple of weeks before you strap it up for real?
Well, I think you get into a different routine now. We're breaking camp today. School starts. You start getting focused one game at a time, and I look forward to that. I look forward to the grind of studying the next opponent and then moving on to the next and taking it one at a time. So, we'll get about midweek, the end of the week, and we'll start focusing on our first opponent.
Anything else, Omar? You good?
Last question, Coach.
Yeah.
Just the excitement about this season and how strong you guys finished last year. How ready are you to go to hit the field against hit somebody else for a change?
Well, I think the excitement last year was to get that first one, and we had gone 14 weeks without a win in our program, and to get started, to get that one under our belt. It's exciting. It's exciting to the anticipation, the expectation, and that's what the expectation is to be a championship program here. We've got to take it one game at a time.